Hello and welcome back to another episode of my Fulham Career Mode. In today's episode we take on Tottenham and Wolves in the Premier League, trying to make sure we get to that 40-point mark so that we stay up. So for the Tottenham way, we went for Areola, Tete, Pablo, Foyth, Robinson, Les, Reed, Williamson, Cavallero, Kearney, Mitrovic, and they went with Lloris, Doherty, Gomez, Kimpembe, Reguilon, Winks, Højbjerg, Moira, Lo Celso, Son and Kane. So the first action of the game came with Tottenham playing it just around our box. We got the ball threaded through to Son, but it was a poor effort, simple save for Areola. And Lo Celso was dictating play just on the stroke of half time. Played the ball through to Lucas Moura. It was a good save from Areola. And Son picked the ball up, drove towards a goal. No one got close enough to him, and he somehow squeezed the ball in from there. I don't know how he managed to do that, but it was a really good finish from him. You can see why he's held at such high quality and people think he's so good. Rolling the ball. I don't really know what Areola's doing. I'm not blaming it all on Areola because we should have defended better, but Areola just kind of dives out of the goal to stop the ball from going in. Doesn't make any sense, does it? And then about 5 minutes into the second half, not as much happened since then. The ball was played around. Winks played it into Kane. Kane found a lovely back heel to Lo Celso, who was free. And we were 2-0 down. So things went from bad to worse. So 1-0 down, you could have got back into it. 2-0 is a very different story, especially with one of the better sides in the league. I think they went on to finish second or something to Manchester City at the end of the season. But Kane, lovely little back heel to Lo Celso. It's a good finish from the attacking midfield player. And it was 2-0 to Spurs. Areola's not going to save that. It's a really good finish. And it was 2-0. So then, first action of us really attacking. Mitrovic get the ball to Kearney. Kearney played it out to Reed. Reed found Les, our young player that we'd brought in for the remainder of the season. Les stood the ball up. It was a good volley from Cavallero. But then Kimpembe had a nightmare and just kind of knocked the ball into his own net. Didn't react quickly enough to when the ball hit the post. And it just knocked it in. Great little ball from Les. Hit the post, and Kimpembe, that's poor from a defender of his quality. Went back to him, just knocked it in. It was an own goal, and we were back in it at 2-1. So then, Reed went flying in with a challenge on... don't know who that was. It might have been Lo Celso who went with a challenge on. It was a poor challenge anyway, nonetheless. Gets a yellow card. Kane then puts a free kick in. Cavallero doesn't get past the first man. We then tried to counter-attack, played the ball to Jack Williamson, who is a lot quicker than I remember him being, but he was very quick. And Doherty then does the same sort of challenge that Reed did and gets a yellow card as well, and he's complaining about it, the referee taking the same stance on it. We then played the free kick short. Williamson played it into Mitrovic. Mitrovic drew both defenders out on a good little ball through to Kearney, forced Lloris into a very good save. Then Williamson went to whip the corner in. Played it in towards Mitrovic, and what a surprise. Alexander Mitrovic scores a header from a corner. How many times has he come good for us when we've needed him? We got the equalising goal. It was 2-2. And it was all to play for again. Really good header from Mitrovic, but interesting goal line clearance technique from Doherty. Ball in on the penalty spot. It's a good header from Mitrovic, and Doherty just kind of lets it go past him, will I say? I'm not kind of saying that, but look at this. The ball's going in the corner. Doherty could swing his left foot at that and just clear it, but nah, he's just going to pretend to head it. He's happy with that. And it was 2-2. We then came forward again. The ball's played through to Williamson. Got his shot away. Lloris made a good save down to his right. We then came forward again. Mitrovic playing it to Lamina. Back to Mitrovic, who got his shot away. It was another good stop from Lloris. Tottenham then come forward, not long to go, ball played out, really nice ball from Kane actually to Bergwijn on the right. Bergwijn's cross didn't clear it properly from Pablo and dropped to Kane. And all the hard work of getting back to 2-2 was undone. It was 3-2 to Tottenham. Their captain, just really poor from us. Rostin, yeah, should have done better. Poor defending from Pablo, should have headed the ball clear properly. Drops to Kane. Simple finish for him. And it is 3-2 to Spurs now. And right at the end of the game, not long to go. Bergwijn twisting and turning. Gets brought down in the penalty area, and it is a penalty. penalty. 1-5, bringing down Steven Bergwijn. Kane stepped up. Areola had saved one of his previously in the season, but he wasn't going to stop this one. It was right in that top corner. Absolutely no chance for him. And we had fallen to defeat. We had fought well. Thought the players had played their hearts out, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. So then we tried to bounce back. We had to travel to Molineux, and they were playing a 5-2-3 system. They were Mahi, Christensen, Dendoncker, Saiss, Johnny, Vandal, Moutinho, Traore, Bonatini, Podence. We went for the 3 changes to the side that played. Garcia, Bryan and Ndoye came in. We started a lot better in this game. Kearney came forward with the ball. There was no real options. Mitrovic was running into a crowd of players. Played the ball to Lamina, who got a shot away. It was a good strike, but simple for Patricio. He took a very long time holding on to the ball. Just punted it down the field. Pablo won his header. Williamson then flicked it to Kearney. Kearney went to take his shot. It was blocked. And a really nice little through ball to Mitrovic meant that it was 1-0 to Fulham at Molineux. It was a really, really good finish from Mitrovic. First time sort of on the turn. We were 1-0 up. See here, lovely little volleyed pass from Kearney. First time from Mitrovic. Great finish from him. And it was 1-0. Patricio's not going to stop that, going right in that far corner. It's too close in. Came forward again. Ball played into Mitrovic, who held the ball up well again. Lamina played the ball to Jack Williamson, who took it round his man. A good strike, very good save from Patricio. First real chance that Wolves had created. The ball came over the top. Johnny cutting back inside on his right foot, and his shot was forced. A very good save from Areola, to be fair. Really good stop from him. Smart save. Needed to make sure he got there because it was going in. He then came forward again, played the ball to Cavaliero on the left-hand side, played it to Williamson, who played it to Mitrovic, who spun Dendoncker. It was a good strike, but it was a good save from Patricio. And then the ball was played to Adama Traore for Wolves, and this is what we didn't want. Don't know really what sort of defending I was trying there. And then Pablo, I just messed it up again. Tried to slide in. I thought he was going to pull the ball back. He didn't. He slotted it underneath Areola, and it was 1-1. In a game that we had completely dominated, Wolves had equalised, and that's the problem with this level. If you're not clinical enough, you're not going to get points. Very good finish from him, but I should have done a lot better on the defensive part. Pablo, I thought he was going to play the ball back. Instead, he just rolls it past Areola to make it 1-1. Then Wolves had a corner, I think, and then the aftermath of the corner, the ball was playing around, bobbling about a bit. Mahi played it into Adama Traore, who took a good first touch, and then the second touch was a good strike, but a very good save from Areola. Not long into the second half, ball was bobbing around again. Rendell, the ball dropped back to Traore. No one got close enough. It wasn't changing to the right player at the time. Wanted to change it to Pablo, but he wouldn't change it to Pablo, and then Adama Traore makes it 2-1 to Wolves. Really good finish from him. I didn't realise he was this good at finishing until he'd scored both those goals. Left foot and right foot. Picked that one out. He said, thumps it in from just inside the penalty area. Great finish from Adama Traore. We were trying to get back into the game then. Williamson turned his defender again really well. Good save from the keeper. And then from the resulting corner, Cavaliero took it. And it dropped. The second ball was thumped home by Ryan Brewster, who hadn't scored for a very long time. I think his last goal was at Manchester United in that 4-2 victory away from home. It's a really, really good reaction finish almost. So Pablo challenges for the header. The ball drops. First time on his left foot into the roof of the net from Ryan Brewster. Really good finish. And it was 2-2. We got the equaliser, and now we were trying to push on to get the winner. We were then coming forward again. The ball was played to Brewster. Brewster drove forward with it. Williamson played it back to Brewster. Played it to Onoma, who was on the pitch at this point. Got his shot away. It was another good save from Patricio. Then had the corner. Caballero played it in. And it dropped for Tete to volley at this time, but it was blocked by his own man. And then Onomar volleyed over. Wolves then tried playing out from the back, won it back from Les, good interception. Played it to Onomar, who tried to bend one, but it bent wide of the post. We then had a goal kick, and I don't know what he was doing here. Should have just rolled it to the centre-back. Don't understand why he didn't roll it to the centre-back. The Wolves played through to Bonatini from Harriet, and it was 3-2 to Wolves. A complete mix-up. Areola had rolled it to the wrong player, and it was Wolves 3, Fulham 2. Bonatini didn't know they had a guy called Bonatini until we scored against us, so yeah. But it was 3-2. Good finish, to be fair, but it's just unfortunate the way it came about. Garcia and Areola not communicating properly. Simple finish for Bonatini, and it was 3-2 to Wolves. Not long to go then, Harriet was dictating the pace of the game at this point. He was playing some nice stuff. Good little ball through to Bonatini, and I tried to make a challenge with Garcia, and it was given as a penalty. It was a poor challenge. I should have timed it a bit better, and it was a penalty and a chance for them to score their fourth of the game. Moutinho took it, but it was a tamed penalty and a very good save from Areola. We tried to play the ball up the pitch, but that was the end of the game, and unfortunately we had lost 2 out of 2. You can see there, not many games left now, 10 games left in the Premier League. On 31 points, only needed 3 wins. Thank you very much for watching, see you later and goodbye.